All right, here's the MAK housing video for 4-bedroom apartments. Our luxurious living suite here. We're here on the second floor of MAK main staff housing, and we're going to give you a bit of a tour of 2 of the different kinds of 4-bedroom apartments that we have here in the building. So here we've got our elevator. Every floor has access to the elevator, and then essentially every floor is an apartment on one side, double stairwell, and then apartment on the other side. So you only have one neighbor really, just across the hall. All right, Jenny.
All right, we'll start on this side. This side, well, first of all the colors in the apartments. If this is going to be your apartment and you like the colors, they can be kept but touched up at the cost of the former tenants, or the apartments will be returned to white before you come in. We can also arrange someone to paint it for you, your own colors, before you come in at your cost if you'd like to. Okay, so coming in the entry, you have a front closet. So you have some storage here. And then you come into the living room. So off your living room, your main porch that you have is here. And off this porch you have also behind this wall is an outdoor storage closet, which we can show you later. And then from the living room space, you come over here to the dining room. And off the dining room, you have another back porch, which is smaller, houses your gas cans for your hot water heater, which is on the wall back here, and also your air conditioning units.
Yeah, this really isn't...
So this isn't a porch you use as much, it's more for storage, but that's your hot water heater, which has been covered just to keep it safe, and then you have 2 gas cans that you will interchange as they run out, which gives you endless hot water supply. And you have your AC units.
And AC units for the entire apartment. And they're generally pretty quiet. So, but yeah, it kind of means that this porch out here is not a very functional place for like hanging out.
Okay, this side of the apartment has a much smaller bar. So you'll notice this bar is the width of 2 cabinets that open up, and you'll notice when we go to the other apartment that bar is twice as long. But you have a short bar here, and then you come into the kitchen. This kitchen has a bit more counter space. You'll notice the layout's different in the other kitchen. You'll have a refrigerator here, and you'll have a stove here, and then you have counters that come all the way along. In this side apartment, your washer and your dryer will go here, and then you have an empty space here which you can have a utility sink put in, or a lot of people use that for a chest freezer, or they just put another cupboard for storage. And then you have a lot of storage in this apartment.
I remember,
it takes a lot of work to try to actually fill all of these cupboards.
When we first moved here, we would put a single pan or a cup on a shelf just as a joke, because there was so much. So actually, there's not, I mean, I would say the counter space is just fairly average. Some good bits of counter space here and there.
You have a shorter bar, but you have more counter space. The other kitchen has less counter space, but it has a longer bar. And many people put an extra table or an island, which you can buy from IKEA, in the center of their kitchen because there's so much room here. Some people even use their kitchen as an eat-in kitchen. So you have a lot of possibilities with the size of the center of this kitchen.
Well, and some folks have done some things with the lighting that's different. Like in this apartment, they've hung their own
the Torgersons
install
these, and whoever ends up living in this apartment, if they like them, they can stay. If they don't like them, then the Torgersons will remove them. Okay, and then this is your dining room area. If you want to install curtains on the front and back windows, you can see that it's extremely tall. So this is about 6 feet to here. Some people will install a bar across this middle point and they can just hang curtains down, but you also do have these blinds that would cover it completely. With the porches off the front and the back, you do have a fair amount of privacy. People from the road and outside can't really see into the apartment.
Every room has one of these ceiling fans with lights, very well lit rooms at night.
Okay. So this apartment originally was a 3-bedroom, but they've modified it to make it into a 4-bedroom, and you'll notice that this first bedroom on the right is very small. It could be a den or an office space or a small child's bedroom. This used to be, this room and the room next to it was one very large master
Yeah, go
bedroom.
in there and put your hands out.
So you now have a room this size.
Almost touch both walls.
This room does not have a closet. Every room has its own air conditioning units, and they all have remote controls. So every room's air conditioning is controlled in the room with this AC unit.
There's the AC up there. Once again, that connects to the outdoor kitchen. So it's small, but it makes a nice study or sound studio, perhaps. How about the closet across the way here?
So this is the hall closet, which both sides have. And again, this is a lot of storage. You have cubbies on each side. This is only half of the closet, and the other half is identical in the amount of cubbies. And then down the middle, you have 4 identical drawers with a lot of storage.
Really deep drawers too, yeah.
So that's your storage.
Hey, look at that. Found a treasure.
Okay, and then coming back here, you have 2 more bedrooms. On the left side of the hallway, you have a bathroom at the end, and you have the master bedroom on the right.
So there's another bedroom
So we
around
can
the
look
corner
at this
here.
bedroom
And then
here.
a bedroom over here. We're going to go around the corner, hit them all.
So this is a pretty standard size of a bedroom. Again, decorations can stay if the tenants like it, or it can be removed and moved back to white. You can see everyone has a lot of creativity in the way they paint and decorate these rooms. The closets are important to see. The closets in most of the bedrooms are all the same. You have one side that's just open, and there's a bar that'll go across the top, and then you can hang clothes. The other side is a mix of 2 drawers at the bottom, 3 shelves. These are somewhat movable. Some people even choose just to remove some of the shelves, and then a bar that hangs here.
And a grating for the old air conditioning system that isn't used
No
anymore.
longer used.
So, and I think with the big closet, a lot of times people will put a chest of drawers in
Just
there.
drawers or shelving units or something like that if they don't need that much hanging space.
Especially if it's kids, I think.
You can see in this window, if you're thinking about hanging curtains, one thing that you're able to do with the windows, the blinds are inset. You can buy the expansion rods and you're just able to wedge the expansion rod in front of the blinds and hang it. Hanging things on concrete walls is really difficult and it's hard to drill in, so some people choose to do expansion rods and do curtains that hang inside. You can also see Torgerson's have some hardware up there from curtain rods they installed outside.
Nice. Lots of outlets. There's usually an outlet on every wall somewhere. All right, so that's 2 bedrooms,
This is
2 to
the
go.
second of the bedrooms on the left side. It's pretty much the same size as the previous bedroom, and the closet is the exact same setup. You have a closet with drawers and shelves, and you have a closet that's wide open. So this bedroom is nearly identical to the one next to it.
Air conditioning. This little box up here is an alarm if there's a fire. That's what that is.
Okay, this is the hall bathroom. This is a longer, more narrow bathroom. You have an incredible amount of counter space and a lot of wide open space underneath that you could choose to use for storage. Next to the toilet here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 wide shelves on a cubby. They're glass shelving there, so you also have a lot of bathroom storage that you could put in here.
Those are really deep. You could put one of your kids back there if they're in trouble.
And then you have your tub, which is a little bit smaller and narrower than some US tubs. And you have a towel bar in the back, and you have double curtain rods so you can hang an inner curtain and an outer curtain. Okay, and then you come into the master bedroom.
All the master bedrooms are different. This is one of the big differences in the 4-bedroom apartments.
So this used to be a 3-bedroom apartment, and this master bedroom went all the way towards the front living room. Now it's smaller. It fits a queen bed and a dresser. Fine, we'll have a lot of extra room. And then the master bathroom is very similar to the hall bathroom. The only thing the master bathroom does not have is the deep sets of shelves next to the toilet. The counter is the same length. The tub is the same size. Everything is, the setup is the same here.
That's true. It is identical except for that shelf.
Except for the shelving. And then in this apartment only, not in the other 4-bedroom, there's a walk-in master closet. So there's a closet with a shelf up top and then a bar you can hang things. And there is a small window inside here as well.
This room has 2 windows.
So we can show the outside storage room.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, going back down the hall.
Every apartment has a porch this size with the same kind of railing around. Some people are very into gardening and they fill this full of green space. Some don't. And then you can see here, in this building, every apartment has an outdoor storage room. This one has some extra shelves that were placed in it. Some do, some don't. So this is storage that you can put items, suitcases. If you want to store bicycles, not outside, this is the place you would put them. And then you also have access to your electricity fuse box panels for your apartment.
Both porches have a water source.
The hose there. Okay.
See the neighborhood. All right, well, let's look at the other apartment and see what's different. I mean, essentially, it's the same. So we'll go across the hall here.
And we've actually lived in both of these apartments. So we've had experience with both, each kind. This apartment has some repair work on painting that was started, but again, all the paint is either going to be touched up or turned back to white for you. Hall closet, exactly the same in both apartments. Porch is exactly the same, and the outdoor storage area is exactly the same. Living room is identical. This is an intercom phone, which allows you to talk to anybody else in the building by just dialing a few numbers. You don't have it on your phone bill. And then you have an air conditioning control for this area. Dining room is the same, but you'll notice this bar is twice as long. So this bar underneath has a double, 2 sets of 2 drawers, so 4 cupboards here. So you would actually be able to sit at this bar and eat, do homework, that kind of thing.
And where the other side had its laundry service in the kitchen, this one is different. Some of the 4 bedrooms.
So the other kitchen had a counter that went from here all the way to here, and then your washer and dryer were here. In this kitchen, you can see the counter space is much shortened, but you have a laundry room that's separate. So you do have less storage space in the kitchen. You also, though, have enormous pantry. So the pantry is a mix of shelves and drawers and even some inset movable drawers inside. Both sides are the same.
There's a lot of space.
So you have a lot of storage space here. And then you also have a laundry room. So the school will provide you with a washer and a dryer in here. You have a utility sink. The other apartment doesn't have a utility sink, but it has a space for it, and you can have it reinstalled if you want. And you have shelves up top, and then you also have this nice long shelf under the window here, and a couple small cupboards for storage.
Looks so big in here without the laundry service.
Porch is the same, hot water heater, air conditioning units. Hall closet is exactly the same size, same layout. One difference in this apartment is that there's no bathroom at the end of the hall. The community bathroom is right here on your right, so it's a little different layout. You have a shorter counter, sink, toilet, and then you have a bathtub that is a little bit longer, and it actually has some space behind the bathtub where you're able to set some items. And again, the double bars, so you can have an in and outer curtain. The layout of the bedroom here on the left and the bedroom on the right are the same in terms of their size, in terms of their closets.
Now, where it was on the other apartment, this back bedroom was big, and this one was located over here and was little teeny tiny. Both rooms are essentially the same size.
Yes. And to the left here is the third bedroom, identical to the others, same closet layout. This is the only bedroom that has 3 windows, or sorry, 2 windows. Every bedroom has that window, but this bedroom on this side only has this additional narrow window.
That's true.
And then this is the master bedroom. In the apartment on this side, the master bedroom does not have a walk-in closet. It has a closet that's very similar to the others. So you have one side with shelves and drawers, and the other side which is open with a set of drawers in it.
Hey, somebody forgot their drawers. That was a little joke.
And then this is the master bathroom on this side. Again, more similar layout to the other bathroom in here. Shorter counter, longer tub. And then this bathroom has its own little storage closet, which the master bathroom on the other side doesn't have.
Yeah, let's shoot that.
You have a lower and an upper storage in this bathroom.
Really deep. Great. There you have it. We'll add some video onto the end of this to show you kind of what the apartment looks like, maybe from the roof and the outdoor areas.
It is
so
interesting
stay
that
tuned.
this bedroom has a much longer entranceway, but size-wise is the same as the others. It just has a more narrow entrance coming in with a closet in the doorway.
Yeah. This is generally the coolest room in the apartment because it doesn't get any direct sun during the day.
Yeah. The side of the apartment building here, which faces the main road, gets
South.
more sun and it gets warmer. So we find this back bedroom is the warmest. Master bedroom might be second in terms of warmth during the summer.
Yep. All right, that does it for the tour. Stay tuned for outdoor footage coming up next. All right, so this is the roof of the main building.
If you like to hang your laundry and not use your dryer, they've got some great laundry lines up here.
No underwear up here today. That's good.
And each side also has a little enclosed area where you could sit under. And you get a good view of the surrounding area. So this is looking away from the school. You can
This
see
is
some of the
looking
small hills and the farms that are around.
Off to the northeast. This is east. They're beautiful mountains that usually the clouds are covering. They're just a little too far away to see.
Yeah, so
with
just beyond the hills you see
humidity.
there are gorgeous mountains that occasionally show up. That building up on the hill that you see there are a number of staff who live up there as well. Just the other side of those buildings up on the hill, there's a huge mall and movie theater that has kind of cropped up over the last few years. can see our road leading up to our house down here and our neighbors.
There's our road going off towards the hills.
And then looking this way, you can actually see Kaohsiung City.
We're gonna
Off in
look
the distance,
south.
You can see the 85 building way off in the haze, and that's downtown Kaohsiung.
You can see it, but that is downtown Kaohsiung down there. Try not to bounce you around too much.
You can see the fields around here. We're surrounded by pineapple fields and different kind of date fruits that this area is known for. The roof has two sides. If we go to the other side of the roof, you can also see the school and the school grounds.
Oh, this is interesting. Let's look over here. We were concerned when we moved here about having babies, and we wanted to be near a hospital, so that right there is the hospital. Just a few minutes drive from here, and a lot of staff have had children there and taken their kids when they have a broken arm or you're sick or see your doctor. It's very close, and they're great over there. Good health care. Okay, so here's the other side of the building. And there's the school, right next door. We have a second apartment building, much smaller. But there are only 3 stories. So 6 families live there. In between both buildings, almost everybody is accommodated right on school grounds. It's fun to get to know some of the neighbors. What they're up to in their local Taiwanese day-to-day life. Some cool things they're up to. All right, there you go. The roof of staff building at MAK. Okay, everybody. Here we are outside staff housing. Looking around, there's the top of the building where we were filming from earlier. Let's have a look around. The parking lot. Play a lot of basketball out here. The kids cruise around on bikes and skateboards and stuff. Play set.
Hi!
Swings.
Hey! Mr. Griffin, look at this.
All right, I'm watching.
Go!
We hope you guys are into gymnastics.
This!
Wow. Tetherball.
I did it!
Scooter parking. And lots of bikes. There's lots of space for your bicycles, so bring it. There it is. Got to be outdoors around our building.